doing things like this though, man, you gotta have some solid people. You know, I don't have but 2 guys, but the 2 guys that I have, they're solid. They work. They work. They go from one thing to the next. You know. Now, if I run vinyl or laminate flooring all the way through that house, depending on how my money look, if my money funny, I'll do it myself. But if it's not, I'll hire somebody. You know. Because I know about 1 or 2 people that I've worked with before. They have, you know. But the main thing is, if they want $150,000 for it, what am I willing to pay? As I said before, when I meet that realtor and I get ready to sign that contract, I'm going up under that house. I'm gonna make sure the seal plates is not rotten, the jaws haven't dropped, the floor is not leaning. Because once they see me put them coveralls on and that face mask, what they're saying to themselves is, uh-oh. Because they don't know what's going on up there. Now, I'm not going to lie to them, but if it's $3,000, $4,000 worth of work up under there with them seal plates and joists and things to that nature, we're going to have to knock that off the price of the house automatically. Now you're not looking at $150,000. Once I go up in the attic, same thing. That's when you're able to negotiate, because when these people list these houses and for sale by owner, very few of them know what's going on up under the bottom or up in the attic. But that heating system will definitely have to go. So you're talking about $6,000, $8,000 right there. It's a 1,000 square foot. Do some fascia boards and on that property, which is not bad, and do some gutters. Oh yeah. Like I said, I got an appointment tomorrow. We'll see what we're gonna talk about. Now, when you're dealing with the realtors, you got to understand, a realtor, she wants to make as much as she can off that sale. I think that the house been listed about almost 30 days. Yeah. And the realtor want to make as much as she can off that sale. So she will lie to you. You say, well, you see what I'm saying? That's why you want to get her to sign the contract. If they want 150 and you decide, well, I'm gonna give them, I'm gonna give them 140, 141. Let them take it to the seller, and they'll probably come back and say something else. That's why I'm not gonna offer them 141. I'm gonna offer them about 38.9, something like that. Now, one thing for sure and two things for certain, I'm not gonna give them $150,000 for that house. It hasn't been on the market long. If it had been on the market 5 or 6 months, then the seller would be hungry. They want that money. They want to get rid of it. But it hasn't been on the market long enough for them to be hungry. I haven't decided what I'm gonna offer them yet. But it won't be no 150,000. I like to offer them 100 or 125. I'm gonna have to sit down and work out some numbers though, because without a doubt, that place gonna need some shingles. It's gonna need some shingles. I believe I can get that air conditioning ran, depending on the duct work. If it's already intact, I could probably get the air conditioner put in there for about $6,000. I can. 6, 10. So I'm talking about $10,000 worth of work outside. Yeah, $10,000 worth of work outside, and I haven't even got on the inside yet. You know, I'm calculating what I got to pay my men. Also, you understand what I'm saying? You got to have all that in there, man. You know, you just can't pluck it from the air. You literally got to sit down and write that stuff down. That way you'll know how much you can make off of it, how much you put into it, things to that nature. Now, I'm not haggling over $200-$300, $500. $1,000. I'm not gonna haggle over that, but I definitely have to be in the ballpark to make sure it's worth my time, my effort, and to make sure it's worth my men's time and effort as well. I can put it off. I think I can put it off for about $30,000 though. Because a lot of it I'm gonna do myself. About $30,000, and I can pull that off. Yeah, 30, 35. I'm Magic Man. I'm out.